Hey guys, this is Archerdragon, and I was actually going to show you guys how I made the pizza and this soda thing, but it's pretty self-explanatory. You know, there's some pumpkins there for lighting, and pepperoni, this and that. But there's not really much I could teach you. It's just, matter of fact, I was actually not gonna do a pizza. I was gonna make a donut and make it be pink, like a pink sparkle donut with like sprinkles falling on top of you, or else I make a cereal like a bowl. But since I heard at the time I was making this video, or at least making a mini game about the new Five Nights at Freddy's minigame. Five Nights at Freddy's movie is coming up. I decided to make a pizza and a drink, and I made it obviously themed kind of like Five Nights at Freddy's because it's just black and white squares. Pretty simple. The only thing you do have to know is underneath these things, there's these what are these called again? Border blocks. You get them by commands, and border blocks basically don't affect you when you're in creative, but when you're in survival, it's like if there's a giant wall and you can't pass it. The reason why you want this is because I initially used barrier blocks, and when you use barrier blocks, two things happen. One, you have to do it really high because if somehow someone manages to make a little tower and could escape and could mess it up, because when the game resets, it doesn't reset the whole thing, it just resets this area and this area. And yeah, so you could do whatever. You don't have to be a pixel, it could be whatever you want. The real important part is just the way how the commands run, and if once you get that down, you can basically make this however you want. But anyways, with no further interruptions, let's get on with the video. So basically when you play this game, all you gotta do is press this button and you get teleported over there and the game starts, like I just showed you earlier. So now how does that work? So on the straw, there's really nothing much underneath. Just break this one, and it's basically just a command block that's basically teleporting, basically just spawning a redstone block over there. And this one is just for emergencies. It's removes a tag with radius of 10 from the players called pizza. If you accidentally get too close to there, just run over here. But if you're not really messing around down here, you don't really need this. So basically that just sets a redstone block. Let's go to the block. So the block now, once it gets here, it activates these three paths plus the one in the bottom. The one in the bottom just sets a block of air above it, so just delete it. So on this side, it's pretty self-explanatory. Repeater pushes it here. This one just tells the player ready, as in the title. This one just says go, just for like aesthetically pleasing. And then you go on this side and it just resets it, just in case you didn't reset the game before you press play. This one will reset it for you. In some of the games I didn't have this safety feature, so if someone didn't reset it, the game was just broken. So to prevent that, let's get the reset button just in case. And then after aesthetics and emergencies, the actual one is just teleports the player to 052, which is center of the map and radius of this 2 blocks. So the reason we have these 2 blocks up here is one, this one will make your spawn point be above the soda bottle, right? Soda can, whatever, soda, above the soda, and is basically, well, I'll tell you why later, but it changes your spawn. So when you respawn, you don't respawn back in the pizza or outside, but you spawn up there. The second one, it's gonna be, it gives the player a tag of pizza, and it's anyone who's in a radius of 4. So /tag at radius equals 4 add pizza. If you don't know how to add tags, watch a video from someone else, because I might now make one, but if you guys really need me to make one, I'll make one. So this is just at the tag, and you come over here and we have basically 2 pairs of commands, although I know there's 10, right? But there's the ones that are touching this, so what are not touching them. The ones that are not touching them are just like passive command blocks. By passive I mean they're always on, and the only thing they do, or it's a big thing, right? But let me just read this first. It's execute as at, and then at again, but different way, and then at everyone, and then at self, positioned whoever's positioned or wherever you're at. If block is minus you, if a block is below you, so squiggly line -1, squiggly line, this is the y coordinate, so up and down. If a block below you is concrete powder and it's colored white, it's gonna run effect on that person, wherever it is, right? And it'll be at self, blindness, intensity 10 seconds for intensity 80, which basically looks like this, kind of like when the wording comes out, right? All right, and then the ones, let's just show one from here. Basically the same thing. If you read this one and the other one, it's the exact same thing. Execute as, the whole thing's the same. The only thing that changes is the concrete powder. Now this one is colored green because obviously it's a green one, and the effect is obviously going to change. Instead of run effect blind, it's going to be run effect at self poison, and poison doesn't have enough seconds. It's just intensity. I mean, the other way around, doesn't have intensity. It's just seconds. So 10 seconds of poison. Poison will not kill you no matter if you have a heart, as long as you have this game on hard mode, I think, or something like that. But anyways, it will bring you down to half heart max. But usually if you just click on it once, it's only taking like 4 hearts away from you. You could change it by making it be less or more by changing on time. And then it should show this black one. This one would be how I told you earlier, the exact same command. The only thing that changes is the concrete powder color is black, and the effect is weather for 10. And the same thing for this brown one. Let's just click the brown one, just show you real quick. Same thing, just brown, and slowness 7.3. Time, intensity. Or the other way around, I forgot. It's been a while since I did this one. I actually was planning on making this one before the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, but oh well. Second round of commands are these, the ones that are touching this. This is just a linked hopper chain, and it has 2 items, which is a piece of brown powder, concrete powder, and a repeater. Doesn't matter what it is, just 2 items. So I can loop them. Once you have these, this is going to be the same as the upcoming ones I'm going to show you. So these are slash execute as at, and then the ones that only have the tag of pizza. So when you remember the one right there that gives you a tag of pizza, this is when this comes in. If you're inside the pizza or radius of that, now you just get wherever you're positioned, it will run a set block, which is basically wherever you're located. So instead of tilde 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 like these 3, it's gonna be tilde minus 30. Minus 30 is not below you, although it is on the y-axis. But since we're right now, if you look at my coordinates, I'm 5 minus 60. Basically gonna be sitting a block 30 blocks above you, and that's the only thing that's gonna change from here. The only ones that are gonna be changing is the height, which is minus 30, and the concrete powder. This one doesn't have a color because obviously powder is color white. Don't ask why. And then on this one, same thing. The only thing that changes is minus 36, which is a bit closer to you, so it's 6 blocks closer to you. And the concrete powder, this one will be bracket. Make sure you're running this exactly the same, because if you put one or you put the wrong ones or whatever, it's not gonna work. So you put the color yellow, and this one's gonna make. The reason why you want the height to change is because if 2 blocks spawn in the exact same spot, one is gonna delete the other, or sometimes they both delete each other, and then the block won't fall. So make sure that you actually do a variant on the y-axis. This one's minus 30. This one is minus 36. This one is minus 35. Doesn't matter if it's just by 1, you know. This one's 33, and that one should be, I don't know, 20s maybe. No, 30. Maybe these are the same ones, but as long as they don't, so they're pretty far away, but it shouldn't really spawn at the same time, I hope. Anyways, so that's, oh yeah, and let me just show you why you need to spawn over there in the soda bottle. Let's go up through the same hole we went down from. So we want to make more. I guess it doesn't really matter. Okay, so when you're playing in there, you keep getting dropped with a bunch of concrete powder and stuff. Once you die, you're actually gonna spawn here. When you spawn here, look what's right here. A command block that basically removes the tag of pizza. So once you don't have the tag of pizza no more, you're just gonna, let me just place this here. You're not gonna be getting hit with any other powder. Forgot what I was gonna say. Anyways, okay, about the structure. How to basically fix all this. Like once you click all this, let's just say this is all full of powder, or let's get something closer to powder. Concrete. Let's say this is all the game. Once you come over here, you step on this. When you get close to this, this is gonna reset. Alright, and the way how you do this is, if you don't know how to use structure blocks, finish watching the video, and if you don't, the way around. If you don't know how to use it, keep watching, and if you do, you can skip this part. So basically, there's a structure block right here, and as you can see here, I have the pizza, I have the soda thing, and then I have this top part. The reason why I have this top part is sometimes when we play the game, it actually starts stacking all the way up, and it actually passes this. And just in case, I just put the platform on top. The way this works is it asks for how much X, Y, and Z to go off from here. So 52. So 52 will be, I think like this. Oh, yeah, there's the blue right there. And then the red is 40. So from here, here. And lastly, the white 45 from here all the way to here. And make sure you have, oh yeah, and then you save to whatever name you want. I put Pep. And then make sure you know exactly where it is, like right here. 1854, 18, but -1 because of your feet. Because if you get this wrong, there's a possibility that this could break a lot of stuff. And it's happened to me where I actually made it load where the command blocks are in the bottom, and I broke the whole game and had to make it twice. But anyways, that's it for this video. It's pretty small and easy, but very fun mini game, and hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.